All right, guys, got an unboxing for you today. I know I don't do a ton of unboxings, but I had a huge Emerson order come in and decided I'm going to go ahead and do an unboxing here. I actually have 3 more Emersons on the way, so I did go kind of nuts with Emersons. I am not going to show the other 3 on the unboxings. Figured I'll just do this one. The mail out of Houston has been absolutely horrendous recently, so I've just had a bunch of packages held up by USPS, but let's get moving on some of these. This is the Rip Knives Russo, actually a new acquisition I got in a trade. Really cool knife, looking forward to using this. I'm telling you, this is actually really nice quality, really nice weight on this, and just a great action that you don't see too much on washer knives. So Great knife here. But let's go ahead and look at these Emersons. I actually have there's a lot in this box. I also joined the ECA, so there's probably going to be a t-shirt in here. So let's see. ECA being the Emerson Collectors Association. All right. Let's go ahead and unbox this. I'm excited for this. It's a lot of knives. I went super crazy. All right, let's see. Oh, it looks like a certificate. I'm unboxing this sort of upside down. Whoa. Make sure there's no personal information in here. All right, let me check this. Make sure there's no personal information. Yeah, that one's personal, so I'm gonna put that to the side. And got a shirt, Emerson Collectors Association, kind of cool. Emerson's got their own brand. All right, put that to the side. Let's get to the knives. Let's see, that looks like yeah, that's the receipt. Whoops, spent way too much money on those. Probably not made in China. Oh, Ernie. Nice touch. Oh my gosh. It's on all these. So we got 6 knives here. Like I said, I got 3 more on the way, so I did go nuts with the Emersons. I'll probably be trying to pimp some of these out, but let's see what we got here. All right, so Overland Renegade, Richlite, CQC-8, I believe that's a Thunderstorm. TKO, stonewashed, I believe. Commander, is that stonewashed? Yeah, stonewashed. Thunderstorm on the CQC-7 tan handle, and steak knife in Richlite. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these. Let's start off with let's go with the classic one here. I'll put these to the side. Classic, the CQC-7 in the Thunderstorm. For those of you who don't know what the Thunderstorm finish is, it is like a black finish. People think it's done with bluing salts, but I don't think they really reveal how they're doing it. Comes with the nice Emerson sticker, a little packet with some information on Emerson knives, and pretty simple box and packaging. Here's the knife. Oh yeah. So Emerson's always have really aggressive G10. One of the things he's known for is having this really aggressive G10, and I can already feel it on this one, but it's pretty cool. Let's see. Tan handle on this, got the nice wave feature, got the Emerson style clip. Obviously Benchmade uses a similar clip. I don't know if Benchmade got it from Ernie Emerson or Emerson got it from Benchmade. I'm assuming that Benchmade got it from Ernie Emerson because Benchmade made the Emerson designs. So one of the pocket knives that made Benchmade famous and made Emerson famous was a collaboration they did together on the CQC-7, I believe. So yeah, this knife, Here we go. That's the Thunderstorm finish. It's hard to catch it on camera, but it looks more black in person. Kind of a stonewash black, but it has a lot of reflectivity, as you can see, and sort of shows up a little bit almost stonewashed in some respects, but then you can see it's really black. So kind of a cool thing here. All the knives are chisel grind. So Emerson does chisel grind. You can see there's a secondary bevel on this side, but there's no secondary bevel on this side. So even the V-grind ones are chisel ground. You know, I've had a lot of the ProTech CQC-7s. This feels nice. Really, really grippy G10. But this feels nice in hand. This has, I think the ProTech ones have a full chisel grind. These are a V-grind. So I'm going to check this one out and see how it performs in this V-grind. And I'm liking it so far. I forgot how grippy these are. These are really, really grippy, this G10. If you guys know Cold Steel's G10, this is way grippier than Cold Steel's G10. So just picture that. It'll rip up your pants if you don't either tone down the underside of the pocket clip here or change out the scales, or it'll wear itself in over time. Cool. Not much lock stick on this one. Feels good. Single detent. These used to have a double detent. There's a little bit of lock stick there. I can sort of hear. You guys can hear it probably, but not too bad for an Emerson. There's usually, so the liners are titanium and the blade is steel. That's why you're getting that lock stick. So, cool. Knife number 1. Knife number 2, let's go with the CQC-8. Check this one. Another early design Emerson. I think the CQC-8 was the first, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, was the first Emerson design production, I think, with the wave feature. The CQC-7 became sort of the famous one, but I think the 8 might have been the first one with the wave feature. A lot of them came originally without the wave, and then Ernie discovered the wave by accident, as is the story. Another V-grind knife. It's got a nice sort of reverse Tonto edge over here. Another V-grind Thunderstorm finish. Feels great in hand. Let me see, which one do I like better? Yeah, this is more of a neutral handle, and this really locks in right here. You have that nice guard. That really locks in. I like that. All right. A little tight, this one. Less loose. Got to break that one in. I believe they use nylotron washers, I think, still in these. So you got to have a break-in period on those washers. I've heard, although I have not tried in the past, that Chris Reeve's fluorinated grease works well with these, but I'm not sure. Let's go now with something different. Let's go with the Overland Renegade. So this is the Richlite. Well, that is a different feeling on the scale. Let's try that. Okay, people said this did not have texture, and they were not lying. This is it's a little bit like a tacky feel, but it's smooth. So people said it was slick a little bit sometimes, and I don't think it's slick, but it's definitely so smooth that if you're used to the Emerson, really rough G10, the texturing on it, as you can see there, if you're used to that, this is going to be a huge departure from this. This is available also in the G10, so if you, but it comes with the stainless hardware if you get it in the Richlite. So I went ahead and got this one in the Richlite. This is a cool blade. Nice sort of nice flat area here. Really nice amount of belly there. Another V grind, chisel grind knife. Not drop shut on this one. It is on washers. I have to break that one in a little bit. This one has less lock stick. I don't feel any lock stick on this. Actually, almost pretty much none. So, no play, right? Yeah, no play. Pretty much no lock stick. Very cool. Like that one. Let's go ahead and open the other Richlite one that I got. This is called the steak knife. So it is meant to be a steak knife. Now, the reason I got this, why did I get two of these? Because they're very similar, the Renegade, the Overland Renegade and the steak knife. So I wanted to get the Bark River gunny folder. And this reminds me a lot of the Bark River gunny folder as far as the design. I think this came first for sure. Although the gunny fixed blade has been around a while. But yeah, it has like that steak knife look on it, and the handle's a lot thinner on this. You know what? Just initial impressions. I feel like this is more tactical. It has the wave on it and more of a full grip handle. But as far as like a pocket-friendly knife, I think the steak knife might be more pocket-friendly. I don't know. I think I like the Overland Renegade a little bit better, just for my uses. But I'm really liking the steak knife. I'll have to compare between these two because these are interesting. These two are interesting to compare. All right, the Commander is next. And the Commander has been, you know, a popular model. It's like one of the workhorse models in Emerson knives. Let's see, yeah. This is the Stonewash Commander. Obviously, you can front flip it with that there. There's a little bit of lock stick. It's got the nice wave feature here. Ooh, really locks in. This really locks in. I think you're a lot closer in feel. Let me see. Yeah, you're a little bit closer to the blade edge. I could feel it in my hand. I like feeling close to the blade edge. But I really like, you know, the recurve on this. To be able to pull across material. I know people don't necessarily love recurves, but another V-grind, chisel grind option. Yeah, I like the recurve on this. I might replace the pocket clip on this. It's hitting my hand not in the right spot. Maybe I'll grab one of the Lynch clips, Emerson Lynch clips, but this is pretty nice. I feel like this could benefit from a fuller handle. Maybe one of those po' boys, right? Let's see. Last but not least, I have the TKO. This is the Tim Kennedy knife. The funny thing is, all the knives are similar enough that you're probably like, you know, Triple E, what the hell? These are similar enough. You didn't need to order, you know, you didn't need to order 6 of them. You could have gotten in, and you didn't need to order 9 or however many you got, right? But I kind of like trying different things, and whatever I don't like, I'll probably end up selling, or that I don't keep for the collection. I have to say, out of all of these, this doesn't have a wave, it's waveless. Out of all of these, this probably is the most EDC-able, I think. But I really like how it comes up to this point. It can be used for piercing pretty well. Yeah, I like this. This is nice. You know, I haven't seen too many of the TKO knives out and about. Too many videos on them, too many knives shown around on this model. But this is nice. I really like the TKO. I'm going to have to see, but this might be my favorite of the bunch. I'm definitely going to give this one an upgrade custom scale treatment after holding these. We will see, but this one's really cool. I like it. Does that front flip? It does, not comfortably. There we go. Not comfortably. But I like this one a lot. I think a deep carry on this one is kind of the way I'll go. All right. I think this is definitely the most workhorse one here. The Commander. All right, which of these do you think would be your choice out of these? Which would you carry out of these? Go ahead and comment below. Again, we got the TKO, the Commander, the CQC-8, the steak knife, the Overland Renegade, and the CQC-7. The Overland Renegade obviously being available in G10, this in Richlite, all the other ones in G10. Also, you know, if you carry any of these, what custom scales do you guys like for these? Are you guys micarta guys? You guys like to do the po' boy treatment? You know, what's your jam on these? Anyway, I hope this has been as fun for you as it has been for me. I really like getting into new companies. This isn't necessarily a new company for me. I've had a couple Emersons before, but not so many. And, you know, I've really been on a kick where I wanted to get some more. I really do want to get, these are all, it looks like all of these are V-grind. I didn't even do that intentionally. But I want to get one that's really a chisel. If I can get a right-hand chisel, I know they're only really available in certain exclusives. But if anyone has one or has a lead on a right-hand chisel grind, Emerson, let me know. Go ahead and drop that comment below. Email me, triple.e.edc@gmail.com. You know, one of the tactical elements or something like that. I really want to get my hands on one of those. Until next time, stay bladed. Take care.